What's up, y'all? I hope all is well with you today. There is something about you that the world just doesn't quite understand. Like the way you take hits that should have broken you, yet you still rise. Or the way you handle disappointments, setbacks, betrayals, yet you still move forward with grace. The way you heal yourself, it ought to be studied because it's impeccable. While many others would crumble from being under all the pressure, you know how to transmute pain into power. While many others would drown because of the weight of all their struggles, you find a way to swim, no matter how deep the water gets. What makes your healing process so remarkable is the way you turn wounds into wisdom. It's how you refuse to let certain circumstances define you. You know, when most people experience pain, it's like they just let it consume them and take over them. But you alchemize it. When life knocks you down, you don't stay there. When people betray you, you don't let it harden your heart. You learn, you readjust, and you do keep loving, just with better discernment. If or when you face failure, you do not let it define your worth. You take the lessons, you refine your approach, and you keep striving. Your emotional bounce back isn't just about you getting back up, it's about you coming back transformed. And see, this is why people are watching. This is why people are studying, wanting to know how you do it. Your secret is actually pretty simple, but it's still profound. You understand that healing is an internal process. But see, most people need external validation to confirm their healing. They need an apology. They need closure. But you don't need any of that. Many other people need the world to acknowledge their pain before they can move on. But you just go inward. You reflect. You allow yourself to feel, but you just don't get stuck in that particular emotion. And you don't just heal on the surface. You actually go deep while you addressing the wound. And because of that, that's how your healing lasts for you. But it does confuse people when they catch you with a smile on your face from ear to ear because they watch you go through certain things. But they don't realize that you really did the inner work. People don't see the moments that you surrendered and just sat in your pain. Then you went ahead and processed it and released it. They only see the result, the version of you that's unbothered, which really baffles people because they wonder how you can emotionally bounce back so fast. But that's only because most people never experience real healing. They haven't had to do it multiple times. A lot of people suppress their emotions. They may distract themselves with work or another relationship or even material things. Or they might even do things to numb their pain. So they never actually heal. It's kind of like they're just covering up their wounds with a band aid. So when they see you move forward with peace, with clarity, and even a renewed kind of energy, they think you're just pretending. They assume you are faking it and just acting like nothing ever happened. Because when people see you go through certain things, they believe you are supposed to be traumatized forever. But there's nothing fake about it. You faced your pain head on. If there were times that you felt like you needed to cry, you did. Or maybe you journaled your emotions. You had those hard conversations with yourself. That's the difference. That's why you're not always walking around so bitter and angry. You freed yourself. And the freedom that you have is something that many people never truly felt. Even when you look at this from a scientific standpoint, being able to emotionally bounce back in the way that you do is very rare. There are some studies that show that the people who have high emotional intelligence, the people who have self awareness and spiritual grounding, they are actually able to heal faster from emotional trauma. And it's because it's not just an emotional thing, it's a brain, it's neurological. Every time you process pain in a healthy manner, it actually rewires your whole brain. Every time you choose your peace over bitterness, you strengthen your emotional intelligence. And every time you find meaning in suffering that you've endured, your soul expands. So, what people don't realize about your emotional bounce back is that it's not magic, it's self mastery. You've developed a healing system for yourself so that you're not lingering in pain for years. And that's something that should be studied. People watch you and they know you be healing yourself. But some people think that they will be the ones to have you in some healing loop, a constant cycle of healing yourself because of things that they intentionally do to you. But the devil is a lie. See, the thing is, when you heal yourself, chosen one, sometimes it kind of intimidates people. And that's because it just kind of removes other people's excuses for not healing themselves. Many people want to believe that their pain is way too deep to overcome. They want to believe that whatever heartbreak they experience, it was too severe for them to move on from. They want to believe that their circumstances have ruined them permanently. But then they see you smiling after betrayal. They see you keep on going after setbacks. They see you walking in peace when they expected you to drown from bitterness. See, this is why your emotional bounce back needs to be studied because of your ability to just go back home to yourself. This is what forces people to question their own excuses on their healing journey. It forces them to wonder that if you can heal yourself, what's stopping them? Sometimes they may even project their confusion onto you. They may say things like, "Oh, you moved on too fast," or "You must have never even cared that much." But in reality, you just refuse to stay stuck in hurt and pain. And that's something that not everybody is willing to accept. But your healing journey is ongoing. I mean, even though you have mastered the whole emotional bounce back thing, it doesn't mean you stop growing. And see, this is why your healing process is something special. Working through your trauma, who are we kidding? It's not the easiest thing. It's definitely not for the weak. It's not for the ones looking for a shortcut. It's for the ones who really understand that true transformation happens from within. You are living proof that pain doesn't have to break you. You are living proof that setbacks don't have to define you. You are living proof that healing is not only possible, but powerful. People are studying you and they are wondering how you do it. But let them be confused at your ability to just shake it off. Because while they're watching you grow, they're still questioning how you continue to evolve. And that is why your healing process is so impeccable. To book your one-on-one session with me, that information will be down below in the description box of this video. I'll be back soon. Peace.